I don't have a tag.
That's okay. You don't need one.
I don't have a tag. I'm low key.
You say, I'm just Steve.
I'm just Steve.
All right, here, we'll run it back. Hey, YouTube. Welcome to The Hype. I'm your host, TJ Sloan, also known as Pyrotaz. I'm here with my co-host for this episode.
I'm just Steve.
And that's just Steve. We are bringing the hype back. It's been a very, very long time. I say that for every hype episode. It's not a hype episode if there's not 2 years in between.
We gotta let the hype build.
Every episode, I have a different co-host with me, so that way you guys get a really interesting take every episode. And every episode, we pick 3 different topics. Now, those topics can be anywhere in media, whether it's music, maybe there's an album coming out, it can be an upcoming movie that's got a trailer, or it can be an upcoming video game that's got a trailer as well. We're gonna talk about if we think those things are overhyped, where there's possibly no way that it can live up to what people are thinking. Maybe it's underhyped, where it's gonna be way better than what people are giving it credit for, at least in our opinion. Or is it adequately hyped, where that thing is probably gonna live up to what we're hoping for. And so every episode, I pick a topic and bring it to the table. My co-host will bring a topic to the table. And then, of course, the folks at home. The topic that you guys picked that had the most likes on the YouTube short was Spider-Man Brand New Day. And man, it's like y'all really knew who I was gonna have as my co-host for this episode. We are very stoked to talk about Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Extremely excited.
But to get things started, I definitely want to make sure that I give my co-host the floor. Now, we're doing something interesting that we've never done on The Hype before. We did not preface our topics to each other. Steve, just Steve.
Just Steve.
Just Steve,
Just
my guy.
Steve. The topic that I choose to talk about today is a movie that I knew nothing about prior to me getting ready to shoot this video.
Okay.
And the movie is called Backrooms. I have no idea what this movie is about. All I know is that it is a thriller movie.
Oh, Steve really said, my first time on The Hype, let me scare the shit out of TJ and have it on camera. Okay, bet. You know I'm a weenie, right? You know, can't handle.
Well, you know, I can't handle a lot of stuff either. Just Steve is a teddy bear.
Yeah.
A huge teddy bear.
I'm a weenie. For frame of reference, the scariest movie I'll watch is Disturbia. And people go, Disturbia, the movie with Shia LaBeouf? I go, yeah. They go, that's not even that scary. I say, and now you know how scary I can go. That's as good as it gets. I'm ready. I'm a scared. Yo, it's by A24? Oh, hell no, bro.
Anyone there? Foreign language?
I can't be doing long-ass hallways, bro. I don't know how this sounds. Oh, God, man. Why is she covered in blood, man? All right. Yeah, so that's not a movie I'm going to be able to watch. What are you doing, man?
So, I'm not going to lie. I've been on a horror / thriller movie kick. I watched Sinners, so I finally watched that movie. Yeah. Great movie.
Yeah.
I've watched Weapons after Sinners. That was the mistake.
Yeah.
Weapons was not as good as Sinners, in my personal opinion.
Okay.
But still a really good movie. A good one-time watch, if you ask me. I think that Backrooms may be the latest edition of the horror movies or / thriller movies that I'm watching recently.
That you're actually going to check out. Okay. I definitely have my opinion formed. Your topic. I'm going to let you go first, man.
I think it is underhyped. I heard nothing about this movie at all. I don't know his name, but if I'm not mistaken, the gentleman that we saw was also in Doctor Strange.
Yes.
He was there.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be good in this movie as well. Being that I heard nothing about this until literally an hour and a half ago. Yeah. I think this movie is underhyped. We should be talking about this movie. It seems like it's going to be a pretty good thriller for me.
What about the trailer leads you to believe that it is going to be as good as you think it?
The suspense behind the trailer.
Okay.
We don't know anything about what the backroom is. The trailer gave us nothing. That right there makes me excited because I am a nosy Nancy, not a negative one. I'm a nosy one, and I don't know what's going on, and I would love to find out.
So, have you heard of A24?
I've never heard of A24.
That is so funny. And I'm really showing who I am. I'm not gonna by any means say that I'm a movie buff. I would definitely consider myself a critic, and I hate that about me. But I really do, after watching a movie, whoever I watched it with, I feel bad for him. Because on the way home, you know what I'm doing? I'm tearing it apart. I'm talking about it. And that doesn't always mean bad. I talk about the things that I love as well. Oh my God, when they did this. But I'll also talk about the things that I think could have been better and whatever. The reason I bring that up is because A24 is definitely a major name drop in the movie community. I'm trying to think off the top of my dome movies that A24 has done, but they're always weird shit. Now, I'm not saying that they do weird movies in like a bad way by any means. A24 is just one of those that, like, if it's got that stamp, it is 100% guaranteed that film bros are going to be checking it out.
Everything Everywhere All at Once. Marty Supreme. Uncut Gems.
They have a very authentic feel to their movies.
Okay.
And that is why I think this movie is going to be very good. For fans of thrillers, for fans of suspense, I think that Backrooms is going to be really, really good. I am going to place it as adequately hyped, though. I think that having the name behind it, A24, I think this film is being talked about in particular spaces. Everything Everywhere All at Once was a movie that kind of broke the mold of being an A24 film out into being a film that introduced people to A24. Same thing with Uncut Gems. I think having a name like Adam Sandler in that film, it got it out to a lot of people. It was very mixed reviews, though. I was one of the negatives. I did not like that film whatsoever. Really? I did not like Uncut Gems.
I'm not a fan of Adam Sandler. So
I loved Adam Sandler in a serious role. What I did not like is the movie the entire time felt like sensory overload. Like they wanted it to feel heightened anxiety the whole time. Yeah. I didn't like it. You did it. You did great. You did what you wanted to.
I was on edge the whole time.
Didn't like that though. Will not rewatch that film. Knowing what A24 as a studio is capable of, I think Backrooms is going to be amazing. I also think that A24, given their past success, also has now made sort of a bar in quality that they have to reach. So, do I think it's going to far exceed everyone's expectations and blow people out of the water? Not necessarily, but I do think that for as good as especially the film crowd wants this movie to be, I think it is going to be that good. And I think it is going to draw more people into the A24 umbrella. What do you folks think at home? Do you think that Backrooms by A24 is going to be overhyped, underhyped, or adequately hyped? Go ahead and throw it in the comments and tell us how wrong we are on that one. Hopefully you guys are excited for Backrooms. When is Backrooms coming out?
May 29th, 2026.
You know, I'm going to have to wear a diaper to the theater.
Diaper is crazy.
Yeah. I'm scared, Steve. I'm scared.
I'm thinking of my boots, man.
That will bring us to my topic, and I decided to go with a video game. My topic for this episode of The Hype is going to be the Wolverine coming out from Insomniac Games, of course, who also did the Spider-Man series for PlayStation. I'm excited, man. Golly,
rather
man.
brutal.
Yeah.
I remember watching the trailer, but I don't remember seeing this.
I think his name's Omega Red. Hey, yo.
I'm Wolverine.
Golly, bro. Here's the thing. I have played Spider-Man, and I've played Miles Morales.
I've played them all.
I have not played Spider-Man 2.
Ooh.
I absolutely love Spider-Man.
I do.
And I loved Miles Morales. And I'm very excited to play Spider-Man 2. I only have not, just because I've been working through a lot of other games. You know what I mean? I love that the trailer leans so much into, it looked like a lot of gameplay. They did some major character drops. We had Mystique in there.
Mystique was in there.
We had the Sentinel.
Yes.
That looked very much
huge.
Yeah. Looked good too. Omega Red.
Which I'm excited for.
Yeah. Do you know much about Omega Red?
I don't know too much about Omega Red.
I got you. I actually have an entire encyclopedia of Wolverine.
Lovely.
Now it looks rough. Bear with me. This is a very old book. I have legitimately had this since high school. Omega Red is capable of releasing pheromones he calls his mutant death factor. Omega Red's carbonadium tentacles help channel his parasitic abilities and armor. Omega Red often employs body armor to shield himself from harm. I think Omega Red is a sick matchup against Wolverine, just given what he can do. I think because he's not as well known, it gives Insomniac a little bit of leeway to kind of have some fun with it.
Yeah.
Make it different, make it theirs. Just like they did with Mr. Negative.
I was just about to say Martin Lee.
Yep.
You took the words right out of my brain.
They really took a villain that, frankly, I had maybe heard of as a Spider-Man fan. Sure as hell didn't care about very much. You know what I mean? And they really, really did a good job.
Oh yeah, they
in making him badass.
Spoiler alert, but I mean honestly, if you haven't played the first Spider-Man game, don't know what's going on by now. I mean, it's kind of like you. The way he did on May was not. That was not okay. That was not okay. I felt very upset. I felt like I failed as Spider-Man.
Insomniac's Spider-Man does such a good job at paying proper dues to Spider-Man. So I do think that with a character that is, dare I say, not as complex, and that doesn't mean from a storytelling standpoint. Wolverine is a very, very, very complex character.
Yes.
There's so much history they can pull from. Wolverine is a very beloved character.
Yes.
And I think that they can do a lot with the storytelling in this game. I'm okay if Wolverine is not open world. I kind of want it to follow a linear path. Just make the character so interesting that I don't mind kind of being set in one direction. Crazy, crazy, crazy till we see. I said one direction, sorry. I am going to place the Wolverine game as underhyped.
Interesting.
I saw how poorly Spider-Man 2 is received. I think that a lot of times people want sequels to completely reinvent the wheel, and I understand that sentiment. You want the game to advance, you want there to be more, right? With everything we got in the first Spider-Man, with the additions we got in Miles Morales, I don't know mechanically, I don't know map-wise, what more you could do in Spider-Man 2, and I think that was the source of a lot of people's boredom. And so I do think that if Insomniac does everything that I have experienced so far with Wolverine, it's going to be great. It's going to be just fine. I think if they mix it up by not making it an open world, making it a little bit more linear, from point A, you will get to Z, but you can kind of go this way or that way or whatever. You'll still wind up here, but it kind of feels like you have a little bit of choice.
Yeah.
As Logan, specifically, I feel like that would work really well.
That would be amazing.
And I'm cool with that. The conversations I've seen online around Wolverine, people are kind of already counting it out. The trailer is brutal. He's ripping people in half. That's what I want out of a Wolverine game.
100%.
I want that. I want a gruff Logan that feels like Wolverine.
Which he is kind of gruff.
Which he seemed. And I want a couple interwoven characters that have been throughout Logan's history.
And some whiskey.
And some whiskey, absolutely. You're goddamn right, brother. I think Insomniac has shown me personally, they're going to do an amazing job. And frankly, if people weren't so critical and we kind of sat back a little bit, I think we would realize this game is something we have never gotten before. Had Wolverine been the first game, and they hadn't done Spider-Man yet, people would be foaming at the mouth. But because people have seen what they can do with Spider-Man, they're like, oh, they're just going to repeat that with Wolverine. I'm cool with that. Just keep doing that with characters. Just do it well. Don't do it lazily. But just give me that. I'm cool.
Yeah, you have the perfect.
You have the
copy
formula.
and paste format.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Exactly.
I will eat this up 7 days out of the week, which is why I have 3 platinum trophies, and all of them are Spider-Man.
That's actually insane.
I have all of the platinum trophies for each Spider-Man game.
You are a committed man.
I am committed, 100% committed, and I still play the games to this day.
So, then tell us, Just Steve. Would you place Wolverine based on the trailer that we have so far? Are we putting that as overhyped, underhyped, or adequately hyped?
I'm gonna place it as underhyped. I do agree with you for the same reasons.
Okay.
Because when Insomniac had that huge leap, a lot of people, like you said, were like, oh, it feels like, copy and paste Spider-Man, you're doing the same thing over and over again, which I have no problem with that. As you can tell, the leaks were poorly received, and they're still punishing Insomniac. I still think it's going to be a great game.
Yep.
I'm not the biggest of Wolverine fans. I would be lying to you. I would be lying to all of you if I said I was. But I am a huge Spider-Man fan, so I'm excited to see what Insomniac can do with Wolverine. I would love to see what else they can do with the Marvel pool. It's a lot of characters in there.
I'm going to ask you this. Do you think that if Insomniac can cook with Wolverine the way they cooked with Spider-Man, do you think it'll make more fans of Wolverine, or people who were fans of Wolverine, they're going to be bigger fans now because they kind of have some history to go off of there?
Yes, because it is through my understanding that Wolverine hasn't had a big game like this.
Right.
He's been featured in games.
Sure.
But he hasn't had like a game that really gives him his just due.
I'm going to put you hip to a game real quick that'll completely change your opinion on that, and that is a game called X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Really?
That's terrible.
Oh. The movie was poorly received as well, so I can imagine what the game was.
You guys let us know in the comments how you're feeling about Wolverine, and Wolverine is set to release on September 15th. The last topic came from you, the viewers, and as I said, the comment with the most likes was Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm so excited to talk about this.
Oh, I'm so ready.
I'm so excited to talk about this trailer,
Pulling the trailer up right now.
Hell yeah.
Excuse me, Dr. Banner. I need your help.
What did you say your name was? Out of my way.
I'm so fucking excited for this movie.
Bro, that goes without saying.
We are getting adult Peter. I've been itching for this, man.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I wanted this out of Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man. I wanted to have him long enough that we got to see him mature and do these things. And granted, this is Peter during like college age, so still not quite where I want to be. I want to see a mid-20s to 30 Peter Parker. And the closest we do have with that is Insomniac Spider-Man, where Peter's been doing this for a long time. Like, he has racked up a list of villains behind him that are coming after him constantly. Yeah. That's why the raft mission is so fun, because you're like, oh, we got history here,
We get beat up.
Seeing Scorpion in there.
Yeah.
We've got Punisher in there. Seeing him cross paths with Bruce. It does make me excited, a little skeptical. I think a lot of people are leaning into that skepticism a lot. It's gonna be too much. It's gonna be too much. I really want to point to a movie that did having other characters in it very, very well. And I hope that this is Marvel taking a page out of their book. James Gunn's Superman does an amazing job at having other characters be involved in it without it feeling overcrowded. James Gunn's DC universe right now is taking a very interesting route of characters coming into frame that belong in that world. Doesn't feel like you go, oh shit, I can't believe. At least I don't feel like he's framing it that way. When the Justice Gang show up to help Superman defeat the kaiju, yeah, they get like a cool pan and there's like sunlight behind them or whatever, but it doesn't feel like, oh shit, they're in this movie, they're supposed to be in a different movie.
Yeah.
And that is something that Marvel has historically been very bad at. To have another character show up in a world that they've built for 15 years always feels like a name drop. And this movie, I think, is going to include a lot of elements that we have seen throughout the Marvel Universe in Peter's world. Not as name drops, but it's just, he's in New York. Punisher's in New York. Yeah. The Hand is in New York. Yep. You know what I mean? So I think that hopefully we've just matured in the Marvel Cinematic Universe to a point to where, yeah, there are these characters, but because they're interwoven, not because they're cameos.
The girl on the bus, where he smacks into the bus. Do you think that is... You don't think that's Rogue?
I think she's just a girl.
You think she's just a girl?
If that is Rogue, I'm depressed. No offense to that actress. I'm sure you're great. I'm sure you're great.
You're just not...
You're not Rogue.
You're not that guy.
Honey, you're not her. I will say something that I am nervous about is the fact that we are still coming back to Ned and MJ. I love MJ that we've built. I love Ned that we've built.
Yeah.
Love them. We had 3 movies of that. I don't really want to rebuild it over the next 3, if I'm being honest. I'm okay with that still being a part that Peter like comes back to here and there, but because we have so many other characters we can pull for Spider-Man.
Because he gets women. For sure.
I believe we have 3 movies confirmed, right? Let's build that out a little bit. Something that Sam Raimi's trilogy with Tobey Maguire had always done really well. We were building Green Goblin Jr. from the start. Let's plant some seeds of some villains in this movie that we can call back to 3 movies later. Based on the trailer that we have for Brand New Day, are we looking at adequately hyped, underhyped, overhyped? How are we feeling?
I am a Spider-Man stan, 100% through and through. This movie is underhyped. You heard it here first, folks. It is underhyped. Even if it is the most viewed trailer in history. It is the most viewed trailer in history.
We are taking that into account, though, right? That it had the most views on the first amount of time.
Yes.
In human history. Yes. Okay, cool. All right, bet.
I still think it is underhyped. Off of the sole purpose that I love Spider-Man so much.
Okay.
That is my personal...
That's valid.
I love Spider-Man so much. I feel like billions of people should be talking about this movie, not millions of people. I think that since we left off with a, hey, you don't exist anymore. him getting his name back should be huge.
I think they're positioning this movie as that he has leaned into being Spider-Man so hard that he isn't Peter Parker anymore. The shot of him falling off the building and inside the mask and just the monotone face. This isn't fun anymore. This is the job. And that is the Peter I want to see. Not really a Peter we've seen. Maybe a little bit of Amazing Spider-Man 2. You know what I mean? Just because of like after everything goes down, after Gwen dies. Spoilers.
On you at this point. 12 years in the county at this point. That's 100% on you.
This is what I want out of a Spider-Man movie. We can be a little bit more mature. I think this is going to be a really good contrast to what we had in the first 3 films. Give us a Peter Parker that is doing it not because he has to, but because he recognizes that this is who he wants to be. And being Spider-Man isn't the default, it is a choice that he chooses to do.
With great power comes great responsibility.
He's right.
He's doing it because he has the power to do it. Mm-hmm. And it is his responsibility. May said that to him in the MCU version of things. And losing May in his last movie, spoilers.
It is kind of on you at this point, though. No Way
Running
Home
joke
has
of the show.
Yeah,
it's on you.
It is kind of on you at this point.
We see him turning into exactly what Andrew Garfield told him not to turn into. Yeah. And it's more so just responsibility, no fun. Yeah. Just power and responsibility.
I am surprised that you put it as underhyped. I'm going to come in and say that I think Spider-Man Brand New Day is adequately hyped. The reason I say that is because I do think people are going buco crazy. This is going to be the greatest Spider-Man of all time. I'm seeing a lot of people hype online about, oh my God, this is it. This is the Peter Parker we wanted. This is the Spider-Man we wanted. But I will also say this, I do think they're gonna deliver. There's so much that they've learned in those first 3 films. I don't see them whiffing on this. I'm not gonna say that they can't fudge it up because Marvel, you got some stinkers out there. I do think that there has been a special amount of care that has always been given to the Spider-Man movies.
Yes.
I also think that they know how much is riding on this film. I know people are hyped. I know we're going crazy for it. I'm one of them. I think it's gonna nail it. They know they gotta squeeze 3 more films out, and they know that they need Spider-Man coming up for whatever the heck Marvel's got going on in MCU, big plans wise.
Avengers
so, yeah, I think they're gonna nail it, man.
One tidbit about the trailer. If I'm not mistaken, there is a comic, since it's happened to Peter before, where the world forgets who he is. But there's one person who does it, and that's the Hulk. It says Hulk never forgets.
Interesting.
So I'm wondering if
they'll pull that.
If that's something that we see. But I don't know how that would work because Bruce and the Hulk are not one with the gizmo that he has. I can't think of the name, but the gizmo that he has. So he would know who Peter Parker was, which is probably what we'll see when he's like, wait a minute, what'd you say your name was again? Yeah. And then he's like, oh, wait, I remember back when, we fought Thanos all those years ago.
Right.
This is a crazy take.
Yeah.
I personally like Age of Ultron more than Endgame. Personally. Crazy take, I know, crazy take. But I loved Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
It goes Infinity War, Age of Ultron, Avengers, and then Endgame. Crazy take. I know. I'm well aware of what I'm saying right now.
I'm going to cut that so that way the comments don't absolutely roast your ass.
Maybe they should.
Folks at home, you let us know in the comments. The hell's wrong with this man?
Just Steve is just not coming back to the show.
You let us know in the comments what you think about Spider-Man Brand New Day. That is set to come out July 31st of this year. So we've got a pretty packed year of things coming out. And we actually had quite the list of topics to choose from. I'll tell you, for me, it was hard. It was difficult to pick one.
It was very difficult.
Yeah. That is going to do it for this episode of The Hype. I want to thank Steve for joining me on here, man.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, brother.
It's been a blast.
Yeah, I'm glad. I had a blast too, bro.
Hype-filled event.
Yeah, hey, exactly. That's the name of the game, man. That's the name of the show. If you would like a topic that you want me to talk about on the next episode of The Hype, please throw it in the comments. Again, the comment with the most amount of likes is going to be the topic that we go with. Go and hashtag it Hype Train so that way I know that that's one of your recommendations. Don't forget to like the video. Share it with your friends so that way you guys can all argue about this stuff. And then please subscribe, hit that bell notification so that way you don't miss the next episode of The Hype or any of the other videos that I got going on. Once again, I am your host, TJ Sloan, aka Pyrotaz. I've got my guy,
I'm just Steve.
He's just Steve. We will catch you at the next stop.
Woo, woo.
It was all right. I think you got more.
Yeah.
I think you got more. I think you got more. Let's do it. And we will catch you at the next stop.
Woo, woo.
Hey,
yeah.
there we go. Now we're talking. Honestly, bro, this is what the hype's been missing right here. It ain't the lighting kit. It's not filming in 4K. It's not having a proper microphone. I just gotta let my guests smoke a little something or drink a little something before we get started.
And
That's all we need.
And this will make both.